Yes, brother. Say hi. Yo, I'm gonna pull up at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Does that work, yeah? So that was one of my friends who owns some really, really cool clothing brands. We've got a meeting with him at 2 p.m. to discuss marketplace solutions and some really cool ideas.
Bat around me, see red. Yeah, bat around me, got one in the head. Shot the pulled up, shooting, they fled. Shot they pulled up, shooting, they were trying to fake dead.
We want you guys to come with us today. We've got a really, really exciting meeting with one of my boys who owns a company called Amichi. You guys might have seen it before. They was popping back in the day. They're still popping now, thriving more than ever before. But we're just going to have a bit of a discussion about what they're doing. You know, we've got a few ideas about introducing these brands into the personal shopping marketplace. So we want you guys to come with us. We've also got a meeting with CTO, so I want you guys to watch that behind the scenes and see how we function, and even from a talent acquisition perspective, you know, as you are scaling your business, how do you almost work with recruiters to find them people that are suited for your business? So I think it'd be interesting to just show you guys behind the scenes on that realm. In the meantime, we'll let the X4M rip. Today we've got Bildred on board. Now Bildred,
Moving forward for the next 3 to 6 months, we're going to be sort of like trying to build up Jack's personal brand, whether that's on YouTube, TikTok or Instagram.
could fucking vanilla matcha start the day. Bro, how fire were the matchas yesterday? The thing is with matcha, it has got caffeine in, less caffeine than coffee, but it actually dilutes into the bloodstream a lot slower. It hits the bloodstream a lot faster. Yes, squad, so we're currently on the way to go and get the car cleaned now. We are trying to take inspiration from Mr. Ashton Hall and Central C by doing a bit of a montage between both of these personal brands with the day in the life montages. So yeah, the thing is, when we're going out to shoot content, it's actually kind of fun. I feel like it's a day off from when I used to work my day job, innit? It's like, I'm out the office, I'm not really doing anything like too intense with meetings and stuff, so this is the beauty of entrepreneurship. You know, you've got the time, location, freedom to be able to, you know, just go and do whatever you want to do. I don't know about you, Bill, but I'm awful for alloy curves, innit? Check this. Look at the state of that G. That is horrendous, bro. Yeah, you know a little trick though, yeah? Give it a spin with a permanent marker, innit? Back in the game. Gonna get the whip clean now, hit the office. Right, touchdown at the office. Got Alfsman printing his record day yesterday in Morley Trends. What did you finish yesterday on?
1.3k profit.
10k rev, organic, £50 ad spend. Yeah, we're about to ramp up B2C. Getting there now, boys. Just pulled up to the office now. Say hi to the team. I think everyone's on calls at the moment.
So we don't like.
Let's go and see operations. We've not got everyone in today.
Channel as
You're gonna
well.
be the channel, brother. Come on.
Right, so my name's Avi and I'm the new videographer and editor here at Morley Trends, Resellers Room. I'll be doing everything.
Yeah, so he's also supporting with the personal brand. Avi's got loads of experience in creative direction. And again, I think for anyone who wants to get into editing, you might be thinking, well, how do I find my first clients? Now, if I was an editor, what would I do? I would look for small micro personal brands who haven't yet taken off. They've got a little bit of traction. You know, anyone with between 10 to 25k followers, they've got good content. I would send them a free edit from their YouTube channel and basically just montage some really, really cool things from their YouTube channel. Use that as a proposal, as an outbound message saying, hi there, James, I've just put together a clip for free. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. By the way, I do edit. Let's hop on a call when you're gonna be free. Anyone who sees that and has seen that you put that effort into creating that clip, they're gonna be quite shocked and impressed that you've used your due diligence to do that. And that's gonna almost be a lead magnet for the conversation to actually get you that business. Editing's really untapped right now. Clipping is gonna only get busier and busier and busier. And I think if you can master that skill, there's loads of YouTube videos online on how to edit. It's really not that difficult. You know, it's quick cuts, pop-ups, transitions. You've also got AI apps now like Captions, right, Aviv, where that can literally do the captions for you.
Captions app, Opus Clips,
Opus
Magic.
Clips.
There's so many that you can use out there right now and just get started.
Yeah, so learn clipping. Learn clipping is going to be a big, big skill, guys. Alfie's role in the business is head of personal shopping. So he basically manages a lot of the VIP clients, high net worth individuals, and also just kind of oversees Morley Trends operationally day to day. Yeah, but Alfie's in kill mode right now. He's on a record breaker this month, so we had to revise his comm structure, innit? You know what I mean? Keep him warm, innit? By the way, Harris is our developer. Harris is a great guy. He's very, very academic, and he knows how to read alien language. That's what I like to call code. Behind the scenes is the brain and the power behind our projects. Works very closely with our overseas developers team, and you guys are going to be coming to the warehouse with me as well today, just to to see behind the scenes of Amichi and some of the other private label brands. We're going to be trying to introduce them to Morley Trends soon, because our AOV currently on Morley Trends is around £400 to £500. AOV means average order value. Like when you look at an average Shopify store on low ticket products, the average conversion rate is 3%, 3 to 4%, subject to the ticket price. You know, pet stores might be 5 to 10%. Whereas, you know, like a private label brand for attire, which is, you know, medium class price ticket, is going to be, you know, 2 to 3%, whereas ours is a little lower because it's such high ticket. What we want to do is try and increase the conversion rate from just driving lower ticket products through our platform.
Umar mentioned that there's not an all-in-one place where people can buy and trade private label streetwear brands. So what he wants to know is, how can we work together to basically make that happen, or introduce the brands that he works with into our platform? I've always wanted to build a clothing brand, innit? Like, I'm not obviously going to start that anytime soon, but I don't know, I just wanted to see behind the scenes of how a clothing brand operation actually runs.
This me being a kid.
Such an ADHD thing to do that. That was so mature of me, weren't it?
I thought I was going to die.
Had to have a quick spin, a little drift in it. Bring back the old days on the Honda Farm Quad when I was a youth. Look at how bad boy the G63 is though. Bro takes the piss. G63 on the reg. Baby blue. I'd actually choose this colour, and then also if you look at the branding on the side there, you've then got Amichi there, innit? So fire, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you. Nice one. Hi, very good? Yeah, good. It's very fire. Let's come see Umar. Put car in the entrance as you walk in. Seen all the signed shirts and stuff there? This is how I would have wanted my warehouse if we ever had one. I actually have this Barcelona kit. This was the first ever Barcelona football kit I ever had. And when I was a kid in primary school, I used to tell my mates that I supported Barcelona. And all my mates would be like Liverpool fans and like United fans and that. And I bought it myself when I was doing my car washing around when I was like 10 years old. I used to go and knock on people's doors, charge them a £5 or £10 to clean the car, and I saved enough money up to buy myself one of them. That was, what, 2010? Oh, good. How's things? You good? Yeah, bro. Yeah. No,
I'm excited.
yeah, no. I want to see the jacket.
I'll take you around the office, yeah. So
yeah, do an office
Hall of
stuff.
Fame here.
How did you get all these, bro? Like, how?
This was actually bought from a JD charity auction. So when Boy was doing big in wholesale back in the day for events,
That's mad.
and then obviously we were all sat on the table, and then as soon as he's, you know, shouting right, I've got a general thing for sale, I just kept putting my hand up. Like, yeah. And we just ended up clearing the lot, and then there was actually 2 tickets in a Nike box to Real Madrid Barca El Clasico. I was just putting my hand up. Yeah. I'll take it all. And my big brother and my cousin went, so.
What? And then when he was there, he got it signed up.
Yeah. All signed. It was through JD, so this was all through JD, and this was their, like, they've got the contacts to get it signed, they've got the contacts to the people, and then obviously all the money goes to charity.
That's fire.
But it's, yeah. So we've got one
Well,
more
let me
space
know
there.
if you ever want to do a coin spin, innit?
I've already done one with you, but I've already lost it, so I'm not going to do one again. But through you,
They'll be like, okay, I want it delivered week commencing like the 23rd of May. So right, we'll hold the stock. That's another facility because obviously they don't need to pay for storage. So we obviously give that breathability.
So do you pay per pack or like pay for pallet when the like distributor needs, well, the buyer, sorry, needs the goods?
Yeah, so obviously we'll incorporate that in the price.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, fair.
We'll do it end to end, but obviously this is our building. We own the building.
Yeah.
So obviously we're not paying the rent and.
Yeah.
So then obviously it's 100,000 square foot altogether. So obviously we occupy about like 20,000 square foot, and then the 80,000 is obviously rented out. Anything which is Great Britain, British made, there's always like a premium to it. There's always like, okay, it's British made. Like for example, there's a brand called Hackett London, and because it had the word London on there, it flew in India and it flew in those places, and that's the perception that they have of it.
Over it's here, like Balmain Paris.
That's it.
It's the similar sort of thing.
Yeah.
No,
So,
I hear that. I
do you
hear
know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah.
So over here, all dead stock. This all gets cleared out.
All
gets sorted through.
We've got like a partnership with a company called Tilt. And Tilt, I've got them a lot of brand deals recently, but they would love to. They've got like a studio in London as well, where they'll have people in the studio.
80% of your sales comes from 20% of your product. Like if you've got 20 jeans, then 5 of those jeans is going to sell so much that it doesn't matter about those. You've still got them other stock, and it's not selling for whatever reason. It might be the wrong style, it might be a defect. So you need to exit that stock. If you just keep that in your warehouse, that's just going to be cash tied up. You try and sell it on Black Friday, but a wholesale partner for someone to clear your stock is quite important. So for example, like TK Maxx, that's like an example of like the largest dead stock collector, whether you like Burberry or someone even like Amichi, if you're a brand, they're interested in stock at a discount. So even the way they work is they'll look at the pieces that you have, and let's say you've got 7-8 different styles of hoodies. They won't buy per style. They'll be like, okay, how many hoodies have you got? I'll be like, all right, between these 7 styles, I've got 1,000 hoodies. They'll be like, right, okay, I'll put an order down for 1,000 hoodies. So then you've got the freedom to then choose 1,000 hoodies of whichever styles. You know what I mean? But obviously, if you're a trusted brand and they know that the brand's got some sort of equity, then they're open to buy, like, not blind, but they trust you to because it's got the brand name. So the raw liquid come into the barrels, and then obviously it'll get stocked in here raw liquid. So if you say that, listen mate, I want a strawberry cheesecake flavour, we go into the raw liquid, and then the team of scientists will then obviously put the flavours together. This is run by one of my first cousins.
Right, okay.
So he's an older guy. He's around. He's just a few years older than me.
Mad.
So he heads this whole operation. This is his.
Literally cooking in the kitchen, G.
Yeah, this is literally cooking in the kitchen. So you can see here that this is a brand called Medusa, right? So this is a white label order, so they would have come and said, guys, can you make me some liquid? Yeah, sticker it up. I want the liquid. Yeah. You've cut out that whole process from China. You know, you're getting liquid made in China.
That's mad, bro.
You've cut that whole process out. You get the speed, you get the price, no import duty, no tariffs and all of that. So
that's mad, bro.
It just makes the whole process a lot quicker. To run an operation like this, it's like watertight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's watertight. You've got to
be
you've got to be watertight. So, and the vape game is such a fluctuating game. Like 1 minute you could be up.
It's mad, bro. You have multiple businesses running from, and even like the other brands. Obviously, we've not gone into the other part yet.
Not even been into the clothing.
My mind is already blown, bro.
Yeah. So it's good that we're a big family, and each of us cousins or members of the family have got a different trait. So they found a different pocket to do things, which is good because you don't really cross over into each other. Do you know what I mean? So if one person's doing clothing,
as well, do you know what it is? All the skills that the family learning, it can then be evergreen and cross-transactional.
Yeah,
between other businesses. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, if you come here on like a Black Friday, there will be no space in here. I guarantee you, zero space. Like there'll be pallets outside, like we'd rent like containers just to put the stock in. Yeah, so
what's your strategy?
For contract, for example, let me give you an example for that is if we've bought $10,000 worth of stock, and we're gonna sell that on for $20,000, for example, right? Obviously we have to look at the cash flow. So some of our customers, let's say customer A, he's on a 60-day payment term, but customer B is on a 30-day payment term. Yeah. We would then have to know exactly when to bring that stock in. Yeah. So by the time that 30-day payments come in and the stock's due, I can pay for that 30 days worth of stock. And then when there's 60, the whole team of it.
Heavily subject to payment terms.
Is on logistics. He does everything to do with logistics. So that's for Amichi, that's for any of the brands. So we've got a whole conglomerate of brands here. When I take you through here, this will be everything to do with clothing. So this is the main office,
Wow. That's nuts, bro.
Yeah. So this is the main office. This is everything to do with clothing. Everything to do with clothing.
I'm presuming a lot of these, Umar, at the moment, are these all samples for different brands, right?
Yeah, so these will be like samples, finished articles for brands that we've done for. So we start on the left, that's all like volume brands. Volume brands on the left. This is my brother Yusuf.
Assalamu alaikum, bro. Good. How are you, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. You good? How are you? Nice to meet you. You good? Yeah, all good. Say hi. Yeah, we're just doing a bit of a warehouse tour, aren't we, buddy?
Crazy.
Got some really good ideas, and I love what you've got here.
Yeah, Molly.
Yeah. So we mainly do like designer and high luxury. But we used to have a warehouse ourselves, so coming into a warehouse is very refreshing to me. But now, obviously, we've stripped everything back down, and we kind of built tech solutions now, which like integrate our supplies into our platform, and then we kind of sell that on our front end. But coming into a warehouse, it like I don't know, I just get that culture vibe. It's like I feel like a kid on Christmas.
You get that buzz, man.
It's like, bro. Just downstairs, it just brings back memories from when like you got that hardcore environment where all the boys are just packing orders, getting hands dirty. Do you know what I mean?
Get shit done.
You know what I mean? But we don't have that as much now because obviously everything's just repackaged and stuff like that. It's not like we see bulk tangible stock. But then when you're looking at it, it's like you can appreciate it so much more. You know what I mean?
100%.
But I love it in here, man. You did a great job, bro. Well done as well, man.
Yeah. So starting from the left, you've got brands like heritage brands that we make for, like Ben Sherman. I'm sure you've heard of like a brand called Ben Sherman. It's a heritage brand, and these will be like predominantly like volume orders.
So you found the manufacturer of Ben Sherman, isn't it? The same guys. You know what I mean?
So these are like super volume orders. Obviously Ben Sherman's a huge brand, so even though the quality is not something that would be deemed as like Dior or Balenciaga, they're ordering like 20,000-30,000 pieces in a single color on a single style. So even though these two styles are pretty similar, they'll order 20,000 and they'll order 20,000. So for the volume, it makes a lot of sense for us to churn that out. And the products.
And how many brands have you got? Like,
So we've got our in-house brands, which we're up to like 5 now, starting the 6th, which I'll show you a few of those. And then contract-wise, I'd probably say close to 15.
that's mad.
15 different brands that we're
That
doing,
is
some with big
nuts.
volumes, some with smaller volumes. And that's a benefit with us, is that even if you're just starting out as well, we've got suppliers for that. We've got people who will do small quantities. And the reason I say that is because when small brands come in, there's brands that have come in before who have started on 200-300s, and then obviously we've seen the progression, they've grown, and now they're on like 5,000, 10,000. But if we didn't facilitate that small order in the first place,
You'd have not got there in,
got there in the first place.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had this side as well.
This is the main office, mate, yeah? So this is the...
Look at this.
Hey?
Thank you so much.
This is
bro.
where we
Cheers,
take some
bro.
water. Feel free to take some water.
Cheers, thank you, bro.
Yeah, so this is the main office. This is where we do all our day-to-day stuff from. You've probably seen it on the socials, on TikTok and Insta and stuff like that. But day-to-day, this is where we operate it from. Keep it for customers here if they want to come in, just have a little relaxing conversation, warm them up a bit. So it's like 2 different sides, right? This is more for like hardcore stuff.
Commercial.
And then, commercial stuff.
That's more R&D, innit?
R&D and just have talks with the customers, and so it basically
insane.
splits it out.
Is that a shop down there?
No, this is actually the Amichi showroom. Let me show you. This is the Amichi
It's
showroom.
just hidden rooms everywhere.
This is
bro.
Amy, by the way. This is
Hi,
the
Amy.
Amichi designer.
Nice to meet you. Good. How are you?
Hamja and Adil, the accountants there. So this is the Amichi showroom, right?
It just doesn't stop. eh?
So this is where we keep all our in stock and about to come pieces.
Mad.
So you can
Does
see.
this need blowing on camera?
Depends when it's going to come out, but
Yeah.
depends when it's going to come out.
Yeah, probably like in a week.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll send you the video.
I'll
We'll
send
see.
you the video.
Some of the styles. But
Funny story as well, yeah? So imagine
Yeah.
I was on FaceTime to Umar the other day, and I actually sent him a photo of me wearing a pair
yeah, I
of
remember
Amichi
this.
jeans
This is crazy.
in 2020. Or 2020.
That was like literally when the
it
brand
first
first
came
came out.
Yeah, and I sent him a photo. I was like, "You never guess what? I used to wear your brand when I was a kid."
That's
And then now he's
crazy,
one of my
isn't it?
guys.
That's crazy.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy.
It's mad.
Yeah, so these are literally like, you know, from these knitwear sets that we just dropped. Look at the quality of this.
Bro, I didn't realise it was that thick. That's
Yeah,
fire.
yeah. This is proper knitwear.
That's fire. Because
I've
girls
just not
don't
found
wear
the right,
that, bro.
Yeah, I've not found the right sort of balance yet, but
Yeah.
I just need like somewhere to start. The quality.
I
like,
can't believe, because the thing is for that, bro, you know as a customer, when you receive this,
you just be
you
like,
are going to think, I can't believe I paid £90 for this.
yeah, £90 for this. Yeah. Everything from the
Like,
the
even
eyelets
there.
to the zips, anywhere that you see on it, they will have some sort of Amichi reference.
What size
on
is
there.
this, bro?
Medium, try it on.
Fire.
That's what we need to be. Good product, good price. The leaders of that in
Even
the world.
that?
Yeah, it's hard.
Even that?
That tee you can probably get for it's 40 quid.
Go with the fit.
40 quid for the tee.
Look at the fit now, innit?
Yeah, that's the fit. It's 40
Bro,
quid
you're mocking
t-shirt
it.
there, yeah. That's like that with all of our styles, whether it's these shirts and stuff like that, these trucker shirts. We're getting there now with the last drop. We've got good variations of like these kind of sets, which is more for like maybe more of a fashionable customer. But he's picking this up for 80 quid, he's picking this up for £50, for example. Or you could buy just general fleece shorts, but still holding the quality for like £40. So we're still giving that sort of pyramid scheme. You know how you have a pyramid, right? At the bottom, you've got like the stuff that sells the most in a collection, whether that be t-shirts or shorts, and then you've got at the top of the pyramid, you've got like your expensive varsity jackets. And if I take inspiration from a brand like Ralph Lauren, one of the biggest brands in the world, they have a great pyramid scheme because, you know, you'll see a store on Saks Fifth Avenue, you'll see a store on like Bond Street, but you'll also see them in all of the outlets.
Yeah.
And 80% of their sales comes from the outlets.
And do they manufacture them products specifically for the outlets?
Specifically for the outlets with different qualities.
Because I think the misleading deception from customers is that it's end of line clearance, when in actual fact the brands are actually doing it with purpose. You know what I
Doing
mean?
it with purpose. So, and they're selling it for cheaper, but 80% of those sales helps Ralph Lauren fund the 20% of
Premium.
the top of the pyramid. The only brand where you can get a £2,000 leather jacket and a $20 t-shirt like that.
That's
And they found the right balance for it.
Yeah.
If you were a new fresh person that's got an idea for a brand and you came into this office here, first place I would take you is here. I'd be like, what are you looking for? We've got every single shape, every single style, every single sort of quality from high to low. in here. Uma, I want to knock my stuff out at $19.99.
Bro, you're making me want to start clothing brand, innit?
Yeah.
I swear, I was thinking that, I was like, yo.
If you're saying to me, Uma, $19.99, that's the only price I can knock it out of. I'll take you to a rail. I'll be like, right, these t-shirts, I'll give it to you at a price where you can knock it at $19.99.
Show me
€150.
something for. Right, so I'm going to test you now.
Yeah.
Hellstar, Spider style. Price point, you're looking at, let's say, 70 to 80 pounds on a tee. Hoodies, you're looking at 140s to maybe 150s retail. What are the options?
Bear with me, yeah? I got you. I will show you a brand right here. So
That's pretty cold, that.
yeah, so this is
pretty cold.
yeah,
bro.
this is a brand called Last Lesson. The owner's called Jay, super fly, super drippy guy, and
That's fire, that.
fire, innit?
That's fire, G.
like the brand's super cold, bro. The designs, do you see what I mean? The inspiration actually comes from him.
Is that the same brand?
No, so this is a different brand called Retrovert.
Yeah.
So we did a bit for this brand. I actually know this guy through the Magic Show project in Las Vegas that we used to go to. This brand here, Kai Cenat lives in this brand. If I show you this brand now, you'll say that, oh my goodness. Right, so
Is that the same one as well? Retro?
Yeah, that's the same brand here.
Mad.
So,
Bro, you hit the nail on the head then when I put you to the test, bro. You literally
yeah,
hit
I
to
told
a T.
you, whatever you need, so whether it's basic or all the way there. So you can see here, Retrovert is Kai Cenat. So when he was doing his subathon for 30 days, I think like 5, 6, so you can see here, this is a subathon. He's got the pants on, he's got Hellstar there, but Retrovert here, day 18. He was just in it almost every day. And obviously the founder's got such a strong connection with him, so he can just pull up to him and just be like, bro,
Run it.
run it, bro. The process that we just went through, he went through that process.
That's mad.
And like, we've perfected blanks. So if you say to me, listen, mate, I need a boxy sized t-shirt and I need it to be oversized, I'll be like, right, mate, I've got the blank for you here. You know what I mean? If you're like, what's the most
fresh.
You'd be like, what's the most regular oversized fit? You don't even need to go off those fits. Those are for design, those are for quality. But if I said to you, this is the most commercial boxy oversized fit in the world, right? So measurement wise,
That is fire
that is
as
the
well.
most commercial boxy fit. Then if you say to me,
You're right, like completely right.
yeah, then with this one here, another boxy fit here.
So
If
that's-
you see, that's
yeah,
wider,
yeah,
completely boxy. That one was more oversized.
Yeah.
This one you can see, it's like a box.
Yeah.
You'd be like, Uma, I want this design, but I want it on a boxy fit.
So here you had it from the man himself, many brands.
Thanks for coming down.
And yeah, we're gonna go dial in now. We've got a few other bits of work to do, but you guys can see behind the scenes here, Amichi, and also
Coming soon.
operationally, kind of what's going on. Like, and I've learned so much just from walking around.
Jack, no, in the next 2 months,
Yeah,
you're going to
no.
see a new brand from this guy. I'm telling you.
Bat around me, see red. Then bat around me, got one in the head. Shot the pulled up, shooting, they fled. Shot pulled up, shooting, they were trying to fake dead. Let me touch a little bread.